Your only child has disappeared. Your hopes, your future, your noble family itself is threatened with dissolution.
Your point, sir?
I ask your grace, what is modesty to this? To your child's life?
Mystery is made possible by a grant from Mobil Corporation.
Good evening, and welcome to Mystery. I'm Vincent Price. Tonight, Sherlock Holmes gets to the bottom of a sinister kidnapping in the adventure of the Priory School. What kind of formal education did Sherlock Holmes have? Well, the tales don't give us any real information about his schooling, and Holmes fans have debated the subject for years. But here's what we do know. Holmes was a descendant of country squires and probably had an education befitting that heritage. And during what he referred to as his 2 years at college, a classmate's father encouraged young Sherlock to make a profession out of the puzzle solving that had become his hobby. In one of the stories, Holmes tells us that during my last years at the university, there was a good deal of talk about myself and my methods. Well, I'll bet there was. But the name of the school and how long he spent there remain mysteries. Nevertheless, Holmes told Watson, education never ends. It is a series of lessons with the greatest for the last. Well, he is about to learn quite a lesson right now in the adventure of the Priory School. We've mentioned here before that Holmes worked for the love of his art rather than for the acquisition of wealth. However, in tonight's episode, you may have noticed that even though the agreed-upon reward for the case was £6,000, the Duke handed Holmes a check for £12,000. It's been suggested by more than one speculative reader that the Duke was offering Holmes a bribe to keep the kidnapping scandal a secret and maintain the privacy which he valued above all else. Whatever the motivation for the amount, Holmes gladly accepted it with more than his usual amount of relish. One Holmes scholar has pointed out that perhaps he had good reason. The British government in 1901, the year the adventure took place, had raised the income tax from 1 shilling to 1 and twopence on the pound. Well, his reward tonight, along with what he earned for his services to several crowned heads of Europe, must certainly have provided enough for him to retire to his beekeeping in Sussex, which is what he eventually did do. Next time, believe it or not, Holmes tangles with the Mafia as he tries to solve the adventure of the 6 Napoleons. Until then, for Mystery, I'm Vincent Price. Good night.
Mystery is made possible by a grant from Mobil Corporation.
The Return of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle is published by Viking Penguin and is available in bookstores and libraries nationwide.